I don't think God of War Laufey is made for dudes anymore, for guys, for men. I'm not sure. And I don't know if I should be okay with that or I should rant about it. I really don't know. I don't know if I'm being immature. I don't know if I got some growing up to do. But I feel really, really strong about God of War and where they're trying to take this series. And again, I have mixed feelings. Like, I understand that God of War has blew up. Everybody loves it. It's one of Sony's top-selling games. So I get that you would want to expand the storyline. You see it happen all the time. They do it with they killed it with Star Wars. You see every character is getting a story now. I get why Sony would want to capitalize on that income. However, doing certain things within this story, I seem is going to take the maturity out of it and take the masculinity out of it. And again, I don't know if I'm immature about that. Let me praise them for a second. I absolutely love what they did with God of War 2018, how they did that one continuous shot, how they made Kratos a father, how they did not show who Faye was. That whole storyline was so great, especially coming from where Kratos just came from. And now you see him, the first shot is him about to bury his wife with his son, knowing from what he just been through for so long, we didn't know what happened to him, and then start off the new game like that. Well, 2018 like that. Chef kiss. It was great. Right off the bat, I love the introduction of this. You don't see anything. All you do is hear, and you can like feel the emotion already before they even shown the Sony Interactive Entertainment Presents. I love how you can just hear it, and when you hear something but you don't see it, it kind of knocks one of your senses out. So it makes the other ones make your other senses enhance, right? So I felt that. Like, I can feel the wind blow. I feel like it's like I can see where they're at before they even show anything. And I love the way they started that off. So let me just continue on this. Then the music. I instantly recognize the music from 2018. So it brings the emotion back in me. Sony Santa Monica Studios. Now, when I first watched this, I'm locked in. It's me and my wife sitting on the couch. I am locked. Then you hear Kratos' voice. Okay. And when they like this one shot, and trust me, I'm not going to keep pausing it. I'm going to let it play. But I'm pretty sure that all of you guys seen the God of War Laufey trailer. So this is me like critiquing it. And you know what? Nah, I'm going to do it frame by frame. I'm going to stop it whenever I feel like stopping it. So if you're offended by that, go watch another video. In this video, I'm going to pause when I feel like I should pause. So like right now, I can tell that that's Faye and that is Kratos. Even though Faye's face is covered and all I see is an arm. But I know it's very familiar, right? So Sony, I love the way they are introducing this game. Chef kiss, shout out to them, right? Here we go. So I'm curious now. I'm trying to wonder where are they taking the story, because I know that you play as Faye, but Faye is dead, obviously. So then they back up. They show this shot right here, right? And if you remember, I'm gonna be a fanboy. If you play God of War 18, this shot right here is perfect if you play God of War 2018. Because when you play God of War 18, the camera was a continuous camera. That's the first time they ever did that. I'm saying it again, right? The first time that they ever did that. And it was on the other side of this frame. So I already knew that they was gonna continue that continuous camera, but I think, and I feel like nobody has pointed that out, that when you play God of War 2018, the camera is on the other side of Kratos. It's in the back of Kratos. It swings over only when he goes to the tree. So being that this game is starting off at that point, but the camera is now on the front of Kratos instead of in the back of him, Sony, it brought chills to me. Like, that's so dope. That is really dope how they did that, but nobody pointed that out. I can see kind of like her ashes formed her, and I like how they like transition. So right now, I'm realizing that this is going to be a continuous cut too. Now I know that the flash is here, but that's just to introduce the game. But technically, it's still one continuous shot. So right here, again, this is my third time watching this with you guys. All right, let me pause right here, right? What is my thought process when I first watched it? Again, I watched it during the Summer Game Fest with my wife. My first start was two things. One, I love the character design so far. She's an older woman, and she just passed away, and she's in like this Everywhen place, right? I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. They making her a natural woman. She's not looking like it immerses you because she's not a model. It immerses you in the world. It's like, okay, these are regular people. So it gets you like, okay, it'd be unrealistic to have her as like some type of fashion way model or something with mad makeup on. She just died. Like she's waking up, and I think that she's waking up pretty beautiful. But the color palette is taking me way out, bro. The color palette right here is taking me way out. It's like, why is it so many purples and pinks, right? Purple, pinks, light blue, turquoise. Right off the bat is where I'm like, I don't think this game is going to be made for just men. It's going to be like a unisex game. Back in the day, it was just for men. And again, I don't know if I should feel a way about that at all. I don't know. I don't know if it's immature. What I'm trying to say is that I don't know if it's immature of me to feel a way about that, or the mature thing to do is just to be like, okay, it's unisex, like who cares? Like, I don't know. Again, I love the character design. I like that she got cuts, bruises, and she got scars on her and everything like that. They showing that she been through something. So when she start fighting, you know that she's well trained. She been through something to get these scars. She been through battle. She's a battle hardened woman. Again, I love the design. I love the design. Why am I seeing a butterfly, another butterfly? Like, come on with the butterflies. And just like the color palette. I get it, but it's kind of giving me like Wizard of Oz type energy, or like Alice in Wonderland type energy. Yo, Sony, you better not mess up this game, Sony. Sony, if you mess up this game, not for me, but if you mess up, you got to understand the market is very like, they starting to realize the pattern of Sony games. They starting to realize that everything is basically a corridor game that's in third person over the shoulder. And they starting to feel that you are being too politically correct with certain things. Like you are broadening the audience. And that's why they starting not to like you. Because why? The first creature that you see, that Faye sees, is this little cutesy thing. This looks like Alice in Wonderland. This looked like the cat of Alice in Wonderland mixed with like some type of reptile. I know the inspiration. That looks like the cat. I probably, when I start editing a video, I'll probably put like the little cat in here so you can see it, but I just don't get the first thing that you see is a little cute animal. And again, the color palette is taking me out. I don't think that this is made for men anymore. Let me continue. And he's scared of you. Like, okay. So I didn't realize this until the second watch. They are trying to do what the movies do, right? So Sony is learning from movies. And again, they are broadening, they are trying to broaden the audience, which a lot of people don't like. They are trying to play at your heartstrings. They trying to make you be like, oh, this cute little thing. And I didn't realize that until the second watch. But I know why, and I'll explain it again once we get to that part. But they trying to play at your heart. They trying to make you feel for this thing. They want you to be like, oh, that's a very cute thing. And it's like, why? Like, why? This is God of War. Why do people that is playing God of War want to feel like, oh, I don't understand that. Again, I don't think this is made for men anymore. My bad. I accept her talking to herself. I accept that. It's going to get excessive, okay. But I accept her just like trying to figure things out, trying to talk. Okay, so let me just make this point. Sony, if you're going to continue to make these linear games, which I love, mix it up a little bit. How about you guys do this, right? And this is just a critique. I'm not this is just a critique. I still love you guys' games, but just mix it up where it's just like make it a maze instead of just a straight away. Make it like, oh, I gotta climb here, I gotta go this way. Like, make me have to figure it out. Don't point it out for me. It's okay if I don't know where I'm at. I want to get lost in these games. If you keep making it a straight away, it is going to be predictable, right? Because even the first time I saw this, I'm just like, okay, she's going to jump over a few different cliffs just to like, it's breaking up the monotony of walking. She's going to have to jump over a few cliffs. She's going to have to climb here and there. But basically, it's just straight away. And I knew that it was going to get to a point where the straightaway ends and a boss battle or a cutscene begins. And I was right. Let's keep watching. Oh, they just dropped a new Skyrim monolith. My immediate reaction, right? I said, when I was watching this with my wife, right? I said, a flower, babe? I think this is the second time I said something to my wife. And my wife didn't even say nothing, right? She was just like, I don't want to offend him. I'm going to just be quiet. She didn't really respond because I was kind of, she knew I was kind of upset about this, right? I was like, a flower? A flower? Like the first enemy that you fight in this world is a flower enemy? I don't think this game is made for men anymore. Like, I'm trying to be mature and I'm trying not to get mad. Like, I'm really trying not to get mad. I'm really trying to see like, hey, Kratos grew up. He's not an angry boy anymore. Like, he's a grown man. He got a wife, and we're brought in the story, making it about his wife. Don't you think his wife deserves a game? And guess what? I actually do. I actually think that this game will be so dope. Making this a game about his wife is pretty dope because all the generational traumas and everything that Kratos had to go through. Now they're trying to broaden the spectrum, broaden the audience to tell a different story. But again, God of War is a mature story about generational curses. Why are they making it cutesy? Why am I seeing a rose? Like, if Faye cut this rose, right? It's no blood. It's like no consequences. What's going to come out of it? Water? That's cool if it's a different game, but this is God of War. Like, the combat here, right? The combat, 10 out of 10. There is no, and then when she flicked him up in the air, I'm like, oh, you can juggle just like your husband? Yo, that's dope, right? That's dope. So the combat looks good. And the graphics is amazing. Like, you can see the ray tracing. Her hair, like, just take a look at her hair. Her hair changed according to the environment. So, here we go again. This is why I'm so mixed on it. Like, okay, yeah, she fought a flower, but the combat was 10 out of 10. The combat looks so good right now. So that whole fight scene was dope. Brought me back. It's like, okay, there's hope. And then I see this little cutesy thing again. What is it? This little cat reptile. It took me out. And now she's talking to. I like how she gets the armor. That's pretty cool. This little thing is whining now. Now she gotta feed it. Now she gotta find it food. It's kind of like the foxes in Ghost of Yote or Ghost of Tsushima. They got the whole animation from that. Like, come on. Like, Sony, again, Sony, stop mixing your games, man. This is a God of War game. Like, come on. It made sense in Ghost of Tsushima, but come on, man. Stop trying to pull at our heartstrings. Like, that's not the way to do it. Do it like the original game. It gotta be mature, man. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't think this is for men because men don't care. Like, honestly, like, men do not care. I don't think most men do. I don't think most men care about a cutesy lizard thing. And maybe I'm wrong, and that's where I'm mixed at. Maybe I'm just immature. Maybe I am a boomer or a millennial and I grew up in a different time and I don't know what's going on, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. And if it is, so be it. But the way I feel right now, me personally, I feel like men, especially in my age bracket, I think most of them believe, like true God of War fans believe, why pull out our heartstrings like this with a cutesy animal? We don't care. We want to stomp it in the fucking head. The graphics is good. The graphics is good. It got like this little pink little haze over it though. Like a LUT, whatever LUT that they use, and it's very pinkish. I do like the camera positioning during the little loading scene. So right off the bat, like I know what they about to do. And I knew this when I first watched it. I knew that once they got past this little loading scene, that it was going to be another cutscene or another fight scene. You see, it's a pattern within Sony games. It's like the arc in movies, but they do it on like a micro level for each beat of the game. If that makes any sense. Yo, what is this? Like, why is it so cute? Why it couldn't have been like a normal looking thing, right? So I get why they got this. Again, they are pulling on your heartstrings, right? Faye is a female. She's gonna have different emotions from a guy, right? So I get why she will be looking at this little animal cute thing and feeling sorry for her. She's a female, of course she's going to do that. I don't have a problem with that. I think that is actually dope. However, right? Why make this cute, man? Just make it look like a regular type of animal. Why make it look like this is Sailor Moon or something? That looked like a fucking Pokemon, bro. In a God of War game, this looked like Eevee. This looked like the Pokemon. Like something that Eevee will evolve into. Like, why? This is a God of War game. All right, here we go. What is it? Taking his soul or something? Oh, he's capturing it. All right. Did she say that creature? Like, again, I get it. She's a female. Yo. So then they start throwing the little squirrel things in the fire. Like, that's kind of hilarious. When I saw this guy right here, what's his name? Begtse or something like that? Yo, the design on this guy, A1. Like, he looks terrifying. He looked like a formidable foe. This looked masculine again. And didn't just like how they introduced Sekhmet. I love how they introduced her, man. Like, that's the queen. They did a good job by introducing her. And she, you know, she recognized her hubby. She recognized her hubby before she came over there and commenced business. I like how they did that. And you can tell by like the cobra on her, you can tell by the cobra on her belt here that is something Egyptian. So I knew just right off the bat, and she got dreads, so I knew that right off the bat she had to be like from Africa. And you can tell just by the art design of the dragon, you can tell that is like from, you know, some Asian descent because of like the dragon head and like the, you know, the art style. I love how they mix in the different art style, except the immature stuff. Yo, when he hooked her, man, I'm just like, when he hooked her, I felt, and listen, when he had hooked her, I was like, all right, good, right? I was like, good, but here's why I said good. I said good because just because she's a woman, they're not making her a Mary Sue. A Mary Sue is kind of like what they did to Rey in Star Wars, where she didn't really get hurt. She just had all the powers, and they didn't show any type of struggle that she'd been through. That's why a lot of people didn't like it. Right off the bat, I am liking the character of Faye because it looks like she is going through a struggle by the way she looks and how nobody is caring about that she's a woman in this afterworld. Because if you are in basically hell, nobody's going to care that you are the wife of Kratos. Nobody's going to care that you are a giant. It's hell. Like, they don't care who you are. You got to follow the rules. And that's why she got smacked when she spoke up to my guy. He's like, how dare you speak up to me? I am the king down here. So I like that she got hit because of that reason.
You can't keep me here.
The gateway is closed. There is no escape.
Resisting the truth will only make this more painful.
I like her face. Again, I really like her face. I like all their faces. All the character designs are A1, except for the anime cutesy ones, man. Like, look at the character designs, man. Like, wow. The character designs are the best. Like, I'm like watching this even for the third time, I am immersed. I'm immersed. What is that, a star? Tell me that doesn't look like Sailor Moon outfit, bro. Look at this. Like, first of all, it's from right here, I know that it may be metal or something. I don't know, but this looks like Sailor Moon, man. It looks like she can be Sailor Moon's mom. Hey, babe, do you remember any of Sailor Moon's, like their names? What's one of their names? Like the main one with the ponytails. Rena? Lorena? Serena? She looks like she can be Serena's mom. Thank you, babe. Tell me Laufey doesn't look like she can be Serena's mom. That's not a bad thing. Again, I think she looks great. I think they making her look like an older MILF. I dig that. I think that's cool. I know you guys is waiting for this part, especially people that saw this already. Like, I know that you were waiting for this part. And here's, this is what really upsets me. Because this is a God of War game. Why is there a cube? Everything that just happened was understandable. Listen, I understand that they are making the first animal that you see cute, right? I understand that they trying to pull at your heartstring with that animal because of what happened when we got to the prisoner part and they was throwing those little rat things in the fire. I get that part because they want you to feel it. I get the design of Faye. She's an older MILF. I get that part. I get the, when you first, I get the color palette because you're playing as a woman. So I get the color palette. I get it. Even though I don't like it, I get it, right? I get that the first enemy that you fight is a rose. I get that part. I get the part of her distress when she goes to the prison area and they like pulling on her, they capture her, and she's struggling for her life to get away from these people. I get that part. I get the part of the little horse, Eevee, Pokemon, anime, cutesy thing. I get it. I hate it. I don't like it. I do not like that, but I get it. At least I get it. I get the mix, because she's in the Everywhen, right? Where the gods go when they pass away or something like that. So I get that it'll be different types of art styles depending on the ethnicity, like the Asians or the Africans. I get it. I don't know what art style or what ethnicity does this little fantasy cube come from. This is where I do not get. I get Faye design. She's like a Nord from Skyrim. She's a Nord. So I get her art style and I like it. This I do not get. I know it's a fantasy game, but imagine I don't get it. It's taking me out of everything. This looks like Frozen. This looked like Forspoken. This looked like anything with a Disney princess. And that is what I do not like about it. A cube talking, like she said it herself. You're a cube talking. It's like the cube is talking.
We've tried.
The ribbons are talking. So now you got three people talking to you. You got the cube, you got the ribbons,
The cube is Frank.
and then you got Faye bantering. Everybody's talking, everybody's quipping. Maybe I'm just older, man, but I sat outside of GameStop. When God of War 3, I was such a fan of God of War that I called out of work. I went and sat outside of GameStop from 8 o'clock at night until 12 in the morning, just so I can get my pre-order copy of the game, because I even pre-ordered it. So I knew that I was going to get it, but I couldn't wait a second without playing God of War 3, because soon as, like, I stood hours in that line to get God of War. And even when I got back home, I stayed there. I talked for a little bit, with the people that was in line. And even when I got the game, I didn't just immediately leave. I still chopped it up with the guys that was there, because all of us were super hyped. I was so tired. But when I came home, I popped God of War 3 in, because I was such a fan. So I am a fan. And I feel like they're not catering to the demographic that made this game popular. It was my demographic. It was me, the millennials, that brought these games. So forgive me if I'm not up with the times now, but of course I'm going to have opinion about it because of what I have endured, where I have went with this game, what I have done for Sony Santa Monica. I love Sony games. So, like, why put this cube in here? If they have this cube throughout the entire game, I cannot take it serious. God of War is a serious game. It's about generational curses. Why have something cute in it? Atreus in God of War 2018, Atreus was his son. Of course Atreus is going to quip. Of course Atreus is going to find little things to play with. Of course you're going to laugh at Atreus, because you know what? That is a father and his son. Anybody that's out there that got kids, they know no matter what is going on, no matter what is going on, you may not be able to pay the rent. You may not be able to put the food on the table. You may not be able to give your kids the thing that you will want to give them, but you know what your kids are going to do? They are going to find little things to play with. No matter what, you can yell at them for something simple. They'll cry for a little bit, then they start playing, because kids find little things to play with. So it makes sense that they would pull at your heartstrings with Atreus, because that's a boy and his father. But a cube is different. I can't relate to it, man. I can't relate to a cube. It's not realistic. I'm not going to have emotions for a cube. I don't care what the fucking cube got to say. I don't care. Why put that in a God of War game? I do not get it.
I'm not the sword. I'm the ribbons, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is Frank.
Like, in the accents, man. Like, what?
I'm Faye.
Somebody let me know if this like a North thing, because if it's like something Northern, because like when I think of like Northern stuff, I think of like Vikings, and I may be kind of wrong, but I'm thinking that this whole like God of War is like in that Vikings type of era, like that's what I'm thinking. But what is that? What is that? A dead cat roars? Like, what is this?
Afterlife of the gods?
What is that in the back of it? Like, why are these walruses here? Like, why do we care about these things? Why are they so cute? Why do they look like it looks like they making
That's
you
the boss, Frank.
It looks like they making it cute on purpose so you can go, oh,
That cask.
I don't want to go,
You're
oh.
trapped.
I'm not playing this game with my daughters.
Wait, you made that
Like a God of War game, I would never play God of War with my
Could you do
daughters.
that again?
Like, what? Why is Kratos here? Why am I seeing Kratos? Just leave him out of the game. Yo, do not show Kratos after I just saw a disembodied. Well, after I just do not show Kratos after I just seen a talking cube. I don't want to see Kratos after that. Leave him out of it. Kratos was at the beginning of the game. Do not show him again after that. Stop it, Sony Santa Monica. Don't do that. She didn't even try to kiss him. Like, come on. You see your husband. You haven't seen your husband in mad long. The first thing you're gonna do is embrace each other. Or why he didn't try to kiss her. He haven't seen his wife, and his wife just passed away. You don't think the first thing he's gonna try to do was kiss her? Come on, man. Like, don't show him. If you're not gonna show real emotion, like raw emotion, Kratos is all about raw emotion. If you're not gonna show that, don't show him at all. Mad long until the fight scenes. Like, mad long until you actually get the fight. Like, gameplay. Mad long until gameplay. Everything feels like a boss arena. It's like cutscene to boss arena, cutscene into boss arena, cutscene into boss arena. It's not like you're getting surprised by anything because everything is a corridor. Now, that's it. Like, come on, the first real like enemy that you're about to fight, dude. Like, this is a regular looking formidable
How do I
foe.
know I can
The
trust
first
her?
formidable foe that you are about
Give it
to
back.
engage in,
I
you
promise.
see this little cube hit it. Like, come on.
Okay.
Again, her character design is flawless. Like, they knocked it out the park with the character design. She's a MILF. I like that. A natural one. I like how the graphics. I like the graphics. I even like her armor. Even though it looks like Sailor Moon, I definitely like it. It makes sense, okay? It makes sense. She's a woman. It makes sense that she would have this type of armor. The only thing is the high fantasy stuff. It just takes you out of it. Like this gameplay. The gameplay is so fire. She just knocked the soul out my man and then started beating him with it. Yeah, like why are you trying to help him? Oh, because she's a woman. Like I get it. The cube though. All right, so if I'm playing this game, right, and oh my God, look, the combat is so crazy. The combat is so crazy. I gotta pause it. If I'm playing this game and I'm doing all these fancy tricks and Faye is kicking butt, she's doing all this stuff, the gameplay looks amazing. This makes me want to get a PS5 Pro because I want to see how graphically intense this game can get. Because this looks stunning. I'm mad that they're not putting these games on PC no more because I would have waited. I would have waited to play this on PC. But this game looks so great, man. But then this cube here is taking me out of everything. It's taking me out of, like, how you going to have, right, all this, like, dark fantasy stuff, all this, everything around the color palette is dark fantasy. And then it's juxtaposed, if that's the right word, is juxtaposed by this little cutesy cube. Come on. Like, that combat is fire, man. Yo, her combat. Her combat is up there with God of War 3 combat. Dead serious.
Got an idea on
And
a
I
plan to
love God of War 3 combat. I love God of War 2018's combat. This is up there with that. So shout out to the combat team. Perfect integration of the sword with the ribbons. It reminds me again of God of War 3, how he had different chains that he could use. This looked like the purple chains that he had, whatever that was.
already told you. I will kill you.
Don't make promises you can't keep, God.
Again, a formidable foe.
Try again.
This looks so fire. I'm like so excited watching this. I'm like, great. Did you see the cube? Did you see the cube? The cube starts scurrying across the screen. Why did it do that? Why is it moving like that? I don't like it. It takes you out of it. It takes you out of the whole experience, man.
I fear nothing.
Look, just, you know what? I gotta remind myself. I am going to screenshot this, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it from this point here. I'm gonna cut off that whole cube. And it's just gonna be Faye, the fire in the background, the ray tracing that's on her hair, her scar marks, the dirt marks and all that. And I'm gonna cut this off. That looks fire. If I add it back with the cube, now it doesn't look mature anymore. This is what's messing it up. It's a potential that this game can at least be an 8 out of 10. For me, I don't think this game is going to get past a 9. I don't think that it will be legendary because of the cube. That's the only thing, because of the high fantasy stuff that is transposed or in this. That's what they show so far. If they continue with this cube thing, and they continue with the high fantasy, like trying to make you fall in love with these characters, like the cutesy characters, just because they're cute, I think that the highest score that this game can possibly get is an 8. And that bothers me because I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with God of War Ragnarok. I play all God of War games at least 4 times. I play it on like the different difficulties until I get good enough to beat it on No Mercy. I did it with every single God of War game except for Ragnarok, because I can only play Ragnarok 1 time because I hate how they made that game. And I feel like they are going to take inspirations from God of War Ragnarok instead of taking inspirations from God of War 1, 2, and 3 and God of War 2018. Which really bothers me. I hope that she does a good job. I'm really rooting for Sony, even though I have my issues. I'm really rooting for them because it looks amazing. The graphics are insane. The combat is 10 out of 10. It just the story. Like how can you tell a compelling story when it's not mature? When it's not even. Yeah, I don't want to bring. But anyway. That was my review / rant / whatever this was. I don't believe God of War Laufey is made primarily for men anymore. I think they have brought in the audience, and I'm mixed between if that is a mature thing to say or if it's the right thing to say, because my era, it was completely different. So am I just a man that needs to get with the times, or should I feel neglected as the primary demographic that brought God of War to where it's at today? Thank you for watching.